Did you hear a lot about MER, the one KPI to rule them all? Or how many content creators did you hear talk about hook rate or hold rate, or even better, the thumb stopping rate? Today we are going to try and shed some light about these three new KPIs that everyone is talking about. Hello digital marketing stars, and welcome to a new episode of Digital Brunch, now focusing on three KPIs that are new but old at the same time. Let's say they are adapted. They are three KPIs that are more adapted to today's landscape of social media and digital marketing. So we'll talk about MER, hook rate and hold rate. But let's start with the simplest one, let's say hook rate. So until now in digital marketing, when we wanted to evaluate creatives or banners and so on, we were usually looking at click-through rate, CTR and engagement rate. I would say these were the best in order to evaluate creatives. But now creatives are usually videos. And what's more, they are UGC videos, right? So they are videos made by real people, influencers and so on. So with video becoming the norm, we needed as marketers new KPIs. And we also needed hooks, because hooks are actually our way of getting people to really stop their thumb and focus on our video. That's why we are now measuring how well this video hook performs, and we are measuring the hook rate. That is the number of 3-second video views out of the total ad impressions. That's how you measure the hook rate. As I mentioned in the intro, hook rate is also called thumb stopping rate. Sounds funny, but it's actually true, because this is what it measures. It measures, for example, how good your video hook on TikTok was, how good your ad was overall. But when we want to measure how good the ad was overall, we also need the second KPI that works perfectly in tandem with the hook rate, and that is the hold rate. As a KPI, it is measured as the number of through-play video views out of the total number of hook views. That is to say, how many people from the total number of people who got hooked actually stuck with you and saw the whole video. Okay, so hook rate and hold rate. These two KPIs are meant to work well in tandem and to show you how well your ad managed to stop the scroll, and then how well your ad managed to grab the attention and to make people watch more after that hook and actually stop their scroll for several seconds or several minutes, depending on how long your material is. You need both sides of the story, right? So you can't just have a good hook but not have a good hold rate. I would say a good comparison is like in email marketing, where you have the open rate, so how many people you manage to grab their attention, and also the click-through rate, how many people actually got to your landing page. And now we are getting back to the most interesting part, the KPI that honestly in digital marketing and in digital publications everyone is talking about today. It's like the holy grail of KPIs, and it's especially used for e-commerce. MER. Don't read it MER, it's not French. It's MER, and it comes from marketing efficiency ratio. MER, marketing efficiency ratio, is calculated as the total revenue coming from all your marketing efforts divided by the total cost of your full funnel marketing spending. It sounds familiar, right? Because it sounds very much like the return on advertising spend. It seems like there is no difference between measuring MER and measuring ROAS, right? It seems like it's like the same side of the story, but it's really not. The difference is that MER actually focuses on a long time period. It is more like a full funnel approach, where ROS is generally used for measuring the results, the effectiveness of one campaign. So that is the main difference. Through this MER, what marketers and digital marketers are trying is not to measure the effectiveness of one marketing budget, of one marketing campaign, or of one marketing channel, but rather look at things from a macro perspective point of view, and for example see for a longer period of time, like maybe for example a whole year, let's see how much we invested in digital marketing, full funnel, and what was the revenue that we got out of it. And then let's see how we optimize it month by month, on campaign by campaign, looking at this return on advertising spend that we were already so used to and that we can measure by default in all the platforms that we are using. If you want to measure MER, hook rate or hold rate in your Facebook ads interface, in your Google ads interface, or in Google Analytics even, it is important to know that you can actually create this KPI by yourself and simply put the formula there. Okay, stars. So we have 3 KPIs shining bright that you are supposed to know and use. There is nothing new under the stars, but it is important to know that now we are trying to balance this focus of return on advertising spent with measuring long time MER. We are trying to measure the impact of UGC videos by measuring hook rate and hold rate. So I would say this is the summary. If you want to find out more about digital marketing and e-commerce, I usually try to make things happen together with my team at MTH Digital and test all these things and then report them back to you so that your future campaigns shine bright. And if you are interested, subscribe to the YouTube channel Digital Brunch or follow me on Instagram, TikTok, X or LinkedIn, wherever you are viewing this content.